Now, some of you may have something called a FLEXIBAND at home. And it's not essential for this next one, but it's great if you've got one handy. So you may have got them from a physio for some sort of injury that you were trying to sort out, or pain. Now, you can do this standing or you can do it kneeling. I quite like to do it kneeling myself. Either way is fine. So you stand with soft knees, and I need to make sure I show you the alignment. So you take the band across your thighs. If you haven't got a band, no problem. Just hold your hands down by your side, and then tighten your tummy and pull firmly backwards. Hopefully what you can feel is the core tightening in response to the band work. So if you haven't got a band, what you'll do is you'll just stretch the arms behind and towards the floor and spread the fingers wide and just hold. So the target muscle is the back of the arms again. So with the band, you just get extra core work basically. Let's see if I can do this kneeling. Should be able to see me still. My favourite position really is to do this kneeling. I like that best. So your hand position, your arm position is down, sort of down the seam if you've got one, down the side, and then gently pull the band back. So not out to the side. So not out to the side, but back, straight back. Notice what your shoulders are doing. It's important that your shoulders are correctly positioned. So definitely not shrugging. Shoulders down. Press and squeeze and hold. And relax. And again, breathe, squeeze. And relax. And again. And relax. What are we going to do next? Press-ups. So press-ups are great. Important to keep your alignment correct. So shoulders, hips, knees, all in a straight line. Some of you do this standing, which I demonstrated last time. And some of you do it kneeling. No problem. Just need a firm surface to work with that's not going to move when you do your press up. So I hope what you can see is that my head doesn't change position relative to my body. My shoulders stay down. My hips, knees and shoulders stay in a straight line. So basically I'm tilting, I'm pivoting on the kneecap. My arms are moving and nothing else is moving. And again, target muscle here. Elbows should stay close to the body, not winging out to the side, but backwards. It's much easier to keep a good shoulder position then. So that's all good. So let's say 6 to 10 of those, and then have a little rest. Stretch the back of your arm. Stretch the back of your arm. So this is the stretch that we need for this muscle here. So lying down, head support as required. Going to work the core and Then we're going to work the upper abs as well as the lower abs with the curl up. So first of all, we're going to do 2 minutes of 100. So legs are relaxed to start with, spine neutral. So not rounded, not overarched, but just neutral. Pull that tummy in, you need to feel that working. Take one leg just off the chair, stretch your arms, shoulders down. Chin retracted, in through your nose, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Staccato breathing, flattening all the time. That's half a minute. Just check yourself that you're not pushing down with that leg that's on the chair, that it's just resting lightly and that this is working hard. So that's the first minute. So carefully change legs. Second minute. Tummy tight. Breathing. Shoulders down. Chin retracted. 30 seconds to go. $15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Relax. So you want to ease out that lower back by bringing your knees close to your chest and then rolling around for a bit. If you want a more extensive, intensive stretch, grab hold of your toes, pull the knees in towards your armpits, and again rock gently from side to side. So that just not only stretches your lower back but also the glutes and your hips as well. So that's a triple stretch there. So next we're going to work the upper abdominals as well as the lower abdominals. Relaxing your legs on the chair, neutral position, or you could slightly imprint, that means slightly flatten, but whichever position you're in, you're trying to maintain it and not move the pelvis. What you don't want is as you come up to simultaneously tilt the pelvis like that. So that should not be happening. So you try and stay completely still here, tight tummy, use the upper abdominals. Breathe out, curl up. Stay up as long as you've got out breaths to keep going. And then breathe in, come down. Breathe out, curl up. Breathe in, uncurl. So after a few of those, you could try breathe out, curl up, reach to the opposite knee, outer edge. Next time, reach to the other knee. If it makes your neck hurt to let go of your head with one arm, then don't do it. Keep both hands on your head to protect your neck from any strain. and relax. Now, when we're in our class together, we tend to keep that chair under the legs, but for some things it's actually better not to have the chair there. So I'm just gonna get rid and put my feet on the floor. If you feel that's a bit much for your knees, the knees don't like it, you could always grab 1 or 2 blocks, put them underneath, and for some that might feel more comfortable. So what I was hoping you might fancy doing is a little bit of knee openers. So the idea is you try not to move, and you move your knee out and in. And you've really got to concentrate hard or you lose your ball. Keeping everything level. And it's not easy. Elbows off the floor. In fact, what you could do is have your arms in the air and perhaps even arms in the air with weights in your hands. And take the right knee out and the left arm out. And back. And then left knee out and right arm out. Basically opposite arm and knee. And knee, arm, and knee, arm. With my imaginary weights in my hand. Well done. So ball on the tummy just focuses your attention here on the stability side. So while we're on the floor with no chair in the way, I want to show you a stretch that you might enjoy. So you put foot in front of knee, push opposite knee away, and then roll one way, and then roll the other way. Many people find this a very enjoyable stretch. Very nice. controlling the movement from your stomach muscles and keeping your lower back pressed down. Try not to let your rib cage peel off. So when you go through the middle bit, really press that lower back into the floor and back. And we'll try the other leg. Foot, front of knee. Push that knee away, and the idea is you try and keep that knee as far away from you as possible, so it have a tendency to creep in because that feels a bit easier. So the stretch involves pushing that away, and of course the foot's held in place by the other leg there. Pay attention to what your spine's doing, to your trunk. Don't let it overarch. Control from here. Don't let your legs drag you around. You're in control here. So it's always smooth movement, slow movement, controlled movement. No flip-flopping. In case you're wondering, what does flip-flopping look like? I'll give you an example. Okay, that's flip-flopping. So I wasn't controlling it, I was just letting the legs drag me around and my back came right off the floor. So that was flip-flopping. This is controlled movement. Yeah? Okay. So, last but not least, we've got shoulder bridge to play with, and some of you like very much to have your feet on your chair, and others quite like to get rid of the chair and do the shoulder bridge here from the floor. And I think I'll do it from here today. I mean, you can actually do it pushing against something vertical like this, which may surprise you. These are useful tips for people who have problems with their knees and they can't tolerate that position really. So that is another alternative if you wish to have another alternative. So shoulder bridge is all about articulating the spine one vertebra at a time. So that is, you tilt the pelvis, use your core muscles, you tilt the pelvis and you roll the spine up off the floor one vertebra at a time. So to achieve this, I'm working the glutes hard and I'm also working this hard. And on the way down, we do the same thing in reverse. So I'm articulating the spine and rolling out. Relax your legs. I might have them a bit too bent there, so I'm going to move them a little bit. Big breath in. As you breathe out, roll up, roll up, roll up. Lateral breathing only when you're here. You cannot belly breathe here. If you belly breathe, this domes, your bum drops, you've lost the plot. So only lateral breathing. Tummy stays flat. Breathe into the rib cage. And roll back down. If you feel any crampiness in the back of your leg, do stretch your hamstrings. Stretch your hamstrings in before you start if you like. If you're prone to it, that's a good tip. Big breath in. Now, if you've got your weights handy, whether you're on the chair with your legs on the chair or not, it doesn't really matter. So one thing I quite like to do is start with my weights in the air when my body's on the floor. Breathe in to prepare and then roll up slowly and take your arms out to the side. And then roll back down and bring it back. Another thing you could try is tricep extensions. And as before when we were working the triceps, you've got to keep that elbow still. So the weight's just beyond your head. You straighten and you bend. You can do one arm at a time if you wish. In this way, the weight's never above your face. It's always beyond, because you don't allow that elbow, I hope you can see that, you don't allow the elbow to move position. You just straighten the arm and bend the arm, and your weight goes straight back down to being just beyond your head, and it never ends up over your face. Elbows about shoulder width apart. Okay, so you could roll up and do 3, and then roll down and do 3. One advantage of doing the shoulder bridge on the floor rather than on a chair is that you can do thigh squeezes as well. So you can roll up and then squeeze your knees in and out, maintaining your hips in the air. So you're not letting your bottom drop down, you're squeezing tight. And of course, me being me, I can obviously suggest that you can combine the triceps and inner thigh squeezes. So 3 of those, roll down, roll up, 3, 2, 1, and roll back down. Time to relax. So if you've got your chair handy, you can put your feet together, soles of the feet together, and knees drop out to the side. And then just kind of rock a little bit from side to side. You can do the hamstring stretch, straight leg, straight leg. Just breathe in and out. Then roll over. Slowly, because you've been lying down for a bit, so you need to make sure that you don't get dizzy by getting up too quickly. So you're on your hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Push your bottom up. Walk your hands up your legs. Come up slowly and then breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. in, breathe out. Give yourself a clap. Well done. See you next time.